read the Bible with me?
Genesis chapter 24. Eliezer finds a wife for Isaac. Abraham was now old and well on in years, and Yahweh had blessed him in every way. Abraham said to his senior servant, who was with his steward, "Put your hand under my thigh, and you will swear to me by Yahweh, God of heaven and earth, and you will not choose a wife for my son from the daughters of the Canaanites, among whom we live. Rather, it is to my country and my kinsfolk that you will go to choose a wife for my son Isaac." The servant said to him, "Perhaps the woman will not want to follow me to this country. In that case, should I take your son to the country you came from?" Abraham said to him, "In no way you will take my son back. For Yahweh God of heaven and God of earth, who took me from my father's house and from the land of my birth, spoke to me and swore to me that he would give this country to my race. He will send his angel before, that you may find a wife for my son. But if the woman is unwilling to follow you, you will be free of this oath. In any case, you are not to take my son down there." So the servant placed his hand under the thigh of Abraham, his master, and swore to him that he would do it. The servant took of his master's camels and set out, taking with him something to the best from all that his master owned. He rose and went off the direction of Aram Naharaim towards the town of Nahor. And he made the camels near the well in the evening when the woman go to draw water. The steward then prayed, "Yahweh, God of my master Abraham, be with me and show your loving kindness to Abraham, my master. See, I am standing at the spring while the girls of the city are coming to draw water. Now I will ask them like this, 'Please tilt your pitcher that I may drink.' Now the first girl who will say, 'Drink, and I will water your camels as well,' let her be the one who have chosen for your servant Isaac. In this way I shall know you have shown kindness to my master." He had not finished praying when Rebekah came out. She was the daughter of Bethuel, son of Milcah, wife of Abraham's brother Nahor. She had a pitcher on her shoulder. The girl was very beautiful and a virgin, for no man had lain with her. She went down to the well, filled the pitcher, and came up again. The servant ran to meet her and said, "Please let me drink a little water from your pitcher." She said, "Drink, my lord." And at once, lowering her pitcher to her hand, she let him drink. When she had finished letting him drink, she said, "I am going to water your camels as well," until they had enough. She hurried to empty her pitcher into the trough, and then ran again to draw water for all his camels, while a man watched in silence to find out whether Yahweh was making his journey successful or not. So when the camels had finished drinking, the man took out a gold nose ring weighing half a shekel, and for her arms 2 gold bracelets weighing 10 shekels. He then said, "Whose daughter are you?" Please tell me, is there room in your father's house where we can spend the night?" She said to him, "I am the daughter of Bethuel, son of Milcah, bore to Nahor." She continued, "We have plenty of straw and fodder, and room for you to spend the night." Then the man knelt and worshipped Yahweh, saying, "Blessed be Yahweh, God of my master Abraham, who has not stopped showing kindness and faithfulness to my master. Yahweh has guided me to the house of my master's brother." The girl ran to her mother's house and related all of these things. Now Rebekah had a brother named Laban, and Laban ran out to the man near the spring. As soon as he saw the ring and the bracelet on his sister's arms, as soon as he heard his sister Rebekah saying, "This is what the man said to me," he came towards Abraham's steward, who was standing near the camels by the spring. He said to him, "Come in, you who are blessed by Yahweh. Why do you stay outside? I have prepared this house, and there is room for your camels." So the man entered the house and unloaded the camels. Straw and fodder were given to the man and of those who were with him. Then they gave him food to eat, but he said, "I won't eat until I have said what I have to say." Laban said, "Speak." Then he spoke like this, "I am the servant of Abraham. Yahweh has greatly blessed my master, and he has become very rich. Yahweh has given him flocks and herds, silver and gold, men servants and maid servants, camels and donkeys. Now Sarah, my master's wife, bore him a son in her old age. So my master has given him all he owns, and he made me swear an oath, saying, 'You will not choose a wife for my son from the daughters of these Canaanites in whose country I live. Rather, you will go to my father's house, to my kinsfolk, and there you will choose a wife for my son.' I then said to my master, 'Perhaps the woman will not agree to come with me.' And his reply was, 'Yahweh, in whose presence I have walked, will send his angel with you and make your journey successful. For you will choose a wife for my son from my own clan and from my father's house. This is what you have to do to be released from your oath. Whether they refuse you or not, you will be free of the oath.' So on arriving at the spring, I prayed, 'Yahweh, God of my master Abraham, if you wish my journey to be successful, let it happen like this.' As I stand by the spring, a girl happened to draw water, and I will say to her, 'Let me drink a little water from your pitcher.' If she answers me, 'Yes, drink,' and I will draw water for your camels as well, let it be that she is the wife Yahweh has chosen for my master's son." I was still thinking this over when Rebekah came out with a pitcher on her shoulder. She went down to the spring and drew water. I said to her, "Please let me drink." She immediately lowered the pitcher and said, "Drink. I will water your camels as well." I drank, and she watered the camels. I questioned her, saying, "Who is your father?" And she said, "I am the daughter of Bethuel, the son of Nahor and Milcah. I then put this ring through her nostril and bracelet on her arms. Then I knelt in worship and blessed Yahweh, God of my master Abraham, who had led me to choose the daughter of my master's brother for his son. Now let me know whether you intend to show kindness and faithfulness to my master. If not, tell me and I shall know which way to him. Laban and Bethuel replied, "This is God's doing. It is not for us to decide either way. Here is Rebekah. Take her and go. Let her become the wife of your master's son, as Yahweh has directed." When Abram's servant heard this answer, he bowed to the ground before Yahweh. He then took the gold and silver jewelry as well as the clothes and gave them to Rebekah. He also gave costly gifts to her brother and mother. They ate and drank, he and his companions, and spent the night there. When they were up next morning, the servant said, "Let me return to my master." Rebekah's mother and brother replied, "Let the girl remain with us for a few days, about 10. After that, she may go." He said, "Do not delay me, since Yahweh has made my journey successful. Let me leave and return to my master." They then said, "Call the girl and ask her about it." They called and questioned Rebekah. "Do you want to live with this man?" She said, "I will go." So they let Rebekah, their sister, go with her nurse and Abraham's servant and his men. They blessed Rebekah with these words, "Sister of ours, may you increase to thousands upon thousands. May your descendants take possession of the cities of their enemies." Then Rebekah and her maids got ready, mounted the camels, and followed Abraham's servant. So it was that he departed, bringing Rebekah. Now Isaac had come from the well of Lahai-roi, for he was living in the Negev. As Isaac went out in the early evening to meditate in the field, he looked up and saw camels coming. Rebekah also looked up, and when she saw Isaac, she alighted from the camel and said to the servant, "Who is this man in the field coming to meet us?" He replied, "It is my master." She then covered her face with her veil. The servant related to Isaac all that he had done, and Isaac brought Rebekah into the tent of Sarah, his mother. He made her his wife, and he loved her. And Isaac was comforted after his mother's death. Genesis chapter 25 in Tagalog. Nag-asawa si Isaac. Matandang-matanda na noon si Abraham at pinagpalang mabuti ni Yahweh. Sinabi niya sa pinakamatanda niyang alipin na kanyang katiwala, "Ilagay mo ang iyong kamay sa pagitan ng aking mga hita at manumpa ka. Ipangako mo sa akin sa ngalan ni Yahweh, ang Diyos ng langit at lupa, na hindi ka sa Kanaan pipili ng mapapangasawa ni Isaac. Pumunta ka sa bayan kong tinubuan at pumili ka sa aking mga kamag-anak doon ng mapapangasawa niya. Kung ayaw pong sumama ng mapipili ko, maaari po bang si Isaac na ang pumunta roon?" Tanong ng alipin, "Aba, hindi. Huwag mong papupuntahin doon si Isaac," tugon ni Abraham. "Nilisan ko ang tahanan ng aking ama at iniwan ang lupain ng aking mga kamag-anak, sapagkat dito ako pinapunta ni Yahweh, ang Diyos ng kalangitan. Nangako siyang ibibigay ang lupaing ito sa aking lahi. Magsusugo siya ng kanyang anghel na mauuna sa iyo upang tulungan ka sa pagpili ng mapapangasawa ng aking anak. Ngayon, kung ayaw sumama ng mapipili mo, wala ka ng pananagutan sa akin. Ngunit, huwag mong papupuntahin doon ang anak ko. Kaya't, inilagay ng alipin ng kanyang kamay sa pagitan ng hita ng amo niyang si Abraham at nanumpang susundin ito. Naghanda ng 10 kamelyo ang alipin. Matapos nilang kargahan ng maraming panregalo, naglakbay siya patungong Mesopotamia sa lungsod ng tinitirhan ni Nacor. Pagsapit sa labas ng lungsod, huminto siya at pinaluhod sa tabi ng balong naroon ang mga kamelyo. Sa gayong oras, tuwing magdadapit hapon, dumarating ang mga babae para umigib. Siya'y nanalangin ng ganito, Yahweh, Diyos ni Abraham, pagpalain po ninyo ang aking lakad. Tuparin po ninyo ang inyong pangako sa aking amo. Tatayo po ako rito sa tabi ng balon at hihintayin ang pagdating ng mga babae buhat sa lungsod para umigib. Ako po'y makikiinom sa isa sa kanila. Kapag sinabi niyang, uminom ka, at paiinumin ko rin ang iyong mga kamelyo, iyon na sana ang babaeng inihanda ninyo para sa inyong aliping si Isaac. Sa gayon, malalaman ko na tinupad na ninyo ang inyong pangako sa aking amo. Hindi pa natatapos ang kanyang panalangin, dumating si Rebeka, na anak ni Betuel at apo ni Milka, na asawa ni Nacor, na kapatid ni Abraham. Siya'y dalaga pa at napakaganda. Lumusong siya sa bukal, pinuno ang kanyang banga at umahon. Sumalubong agad ang alipin at sinabi, Maaari po bang makiinom? Aba, opo, sagot ng babae, at inalalayan niya ang banga habang umiinom ang alipin. Nang ito'y makainom na, ay sinabi pa ng babae, Paiinumin ko na rin po ang inyong mga kamelyo. Isinalin niya ang painuman, ang laman ng banga, at pabalik-balik siyang sumwalok hanggang sa mapainom ang lahat ng kamelyo. Tahimik na nagmamasid ang alipin at iniisip kung iyon nang tugon ni Yahweh sa kanyang dalangin. Matapos makainom ang mga kamelyo, inilabas ng alipin ang dala niyang hikaw at 2 pulseras na pawang lantay na ginto at ibinigay sa dalaga. Pagkatapos, ito'y tinanong niya, Kanino kang anak? Maaari ba kaming makituloy sa inyo ngayong gabi? Sumagot ang babae, Ako po'y anak ni Betuel, na anak ni Nahor at Milka. Maluwag po sa amin at maraming pagkain, pati sa inyong mga hayop. Sa tuwa ng alipin, lumuhod siya at sumamba kay Yahweh. Wika niya, Purihin si Yahweh, ang Diyos ni Abraham. Hindi siya sumira sa kanyang pangako. Patnubayan niya ako sa pagpunta sa bahay ng kapatid ng aking amo. Nagdudumaling umuwi ang dalaga at isinalaysay sa kanyang ina ang lahat. Si Rebeka ay may nakatatandang kapatid na lalaki. Laban ang pangalan nito. Tumakbo siyang papunta sa balong kinaroroonan ng lalaki nang marinig niya ang salaysay ng kanyang kapatid at makita ang hikaw at ang mga pulseras na suot nito. Nakita nga niya ang tao sa tabi ng balon, pati ang kanyang mga kamelyo. Sinabi ni Laban, Bakit nandiyan pa kayo? Tayo na po sa amin. Lalaking pinagpala ni Yahweh. Nakahanda na po ang pagpapahingahan ninyo at ang silungan ng inyong mga kamelyo. Sumama nga ang alipin. Pagdating sa bahay, ibinaba ni Laban ang karga ng mga kamelyo at pinakain ng mga hayop. Ang alipin na may binigyan niya ng tubig upang maghugas ng paa, pati ang mga kasama nito. Dinulutan siya ng pagkain, ngunit sinabi ng alipin, sasabihin ko muna ang aking pakay bago ako kumain. Sige, sabihin ninyo, wika ni Laban. Ganito ang salaysay niya. Ako po'y alipin ni Abraham. Pinagpala ni Yahweh ang aking amo. Pinarami ang kanyang mga kawan ng tupa, kambing at baka. Pinagkalooban siya ng maraming pilak at ginto, mga aliping babae at lalaki, mga kamelyo at asno. Niloob po ni Yahweh na ang asawa niyang si Sarah ay magkaanak po pa bagamat matanda na. Ang anak na ito ang tanging tagapagmana ng kanyang kayamanan. Ako po'y pinanumpa niya na di ko babayaang taga-Kanaan ang mapangasawa ng anak niyang ito. Dito po niya ako pinapunta sa mga kamag-anak ng kanyang mga magulang upang ihanap ng mapapangasawa ang kanyang anak. Tinanong ko po siya ng ganito, kung ang babaeng mapili ko ay hindi sumama sa akin, ano po naman ang aking gagawin? Ang sagot po niya ay, sasamahan ako ng anghel ni Yahweh upang magtagumpay sa aking lakad. Dito raw sa angkan ng kanyang ama, ako kumuha ng mapapangasawa ng kanyang anak. Iyan po ang utos sa akin. Kung sundin mo ito, ang sabi pa sa akin, natupad mo ang iyong tungkulin. Kung tanggihan ka naman ng aking mga kamag-anak, wala ka nang pananagutan sa akin. Pagsapit ko po sa may balon kanina, ako'y nanalangin ng ganito. O Yahweh, Diyos ni Abraham, tatayo po ako sa may balong ito at pag may dumating na dalaga upang umigib, ako'y makikiinom. Kapag ako'y pinainom, pati ang aking mga kamelyo, iyon na po sana ang pinili ninyo upang mapangasawa ng anak ng aking amo. Hindi pa natatapos ang aking panalangin, dumating nga si Rebeka. Lumusong siya sa bukal at sumalok ng tubig. Nakiusap po ako sa kanyang ako'y painumin. At hindi lamang ako ang pinainom. Ang sagot po'y, pati ang aking mga kamelyo. Tinanong ko po siya, kanino kang anak? Kay Bethuel na anak ng mag-asawang Nakor at Milka, sagot niya. Kaya't kinabitan ko siya ng hikaw sa ilong at sinuutan ng mga pulseras. Pagkatapos ako'y nagpatira pa sa lupa at sumamba kay Yahweh, sa Diyos ng amo kong si Abraham, pagkat pinatnubayan niya ako at inihatid sa tahanang ito. At dito ko nga nasumpungan ang dalagang dapat mapangasawa ng kanyang anak. Kaya hinihiling ko na sabihin ninyo sa akin kung sang-ayon kayo sa hangad ng aking amo. Kung hindi naman, sabihin din ninyo at nang malaman ko naman kung ano ang aking gagawin. Sumagot ang mag-amang Bethuel at Laban, yamang ang bagay na ito'y mula kay Yahweh. Wala na kaming masasabing anuman. Isama mo si Rebeka pag uwi mo upang mapangasawa ng anak ng iyong amo. Pagkarinig nito, ang alipin ni Abraham ay muling nagpatira pa at nagpuri kay Yahweh. At inilabas niya ang mga damit at mga hiyas na gintot pilak para kay Rebeka. Binigyan din niya ng mamahaling regalo ang kapatid nitong si Laban at ang kanyang ina. Pagkatapos, ang alipin at ang mga kasama nito ay kumain na at uminom at doon na nga nagpalipas ng gabi. Kinabukas ay nagpaalam na siya. Ngunit hiniling ng ina at ng kapatid ni Rebeka na magparaan muna sila ng 1 linggo o 10 araw bago umalis. Sinabi ng alipin, yamang pinagtagumpay ako ni Yahweh sa aking lakad, pahintulutan na po ninyo akong magbalik sa aking amo. Kung gayon, sabi niya, tawagin natin si Rebeka at itanong ang kanyang kapasyahan. Sasama ka na ba sa taong ito? Tanong nila. Opo, tugon niya. Si Rebeka at ang kanyang yaya ay pinahintulutan nilang sumama sa alipin ni Abraham at mga kasama nito, matapos basbasan ng ganito. Ikaw nawa, o Rebeka, ay maging ina ng marami, mga lunsod ng kaaway, malupig ng iyong lahi. Nang handa na ang lahat, si Rebeka at ang mga utusan niyang babae ay sumakay sa kamelyo at umalis kasunod ng aliping kumuha sa kanya. Nang panahong iyon, si Isaac ay naninirahan sa lupain ng Negev. Minsan, napadako siya sa ilang ng Bir Lahai Roy. Nang magtatakip silim, siya'y namasyal sa bukirin at nakita niyang may dumarating na mga kamelyo. Natanaw ni Rebeka si Isaac, kaya't bumaba siya sa sinasakyang kamelyo, lumapit sa aliping kumaon sa kanya, at nagtanong, "Sinong lalaki iyong papalapit sa atin?" "Siya po ang aking amo," tugon nito. Kumuha ng belo si Rebeka at nagtalukbong. Pagtatagpo nila'y isinalaysay ng alipin kay Isaac ang mga pangyayari. Kaya't tinanggap ni Isaac si Rebeka bilang asawa at dinala sa kanyang tolda. Ang babae ay napamahal sa kanya at naging kaaliwan niya sa pagkamatay ng kanyang ina. To God be the honor, praise, and glory in the reading of the Holy Scriptures. Amen.